Welcome students. This video will introduce you to Python programming language. By the end of this video, you will be able to understand what is Python, how do we work in Python, what is Python character set, and what are tokens. Python is interpreted and a high-level programming language. It is one of the most popular languages and it is widely used as it has easy syntax and semantics. Python was developed by Guido van Rossum in 1991 and it was named after a British TV show, Monty Python's Flying Circus. Let us start with some of the features of Python. First feature is it is easy to use due to its simple syntax rule. Python is very easy to use and very programmer friendly. It is free and open source. That means you can download Python freely. It is free of cost. It is an interpreted language. It means that it executes its code line by line, thereby making debugging very easy in the programming language. It is object-oriented language, which means it supports the concepts such as abstraction, modularity, inheritance, encapsulation, polymorphism, and these object-oriented concepts help to model the real-world problems very easily. Cross-platform language, which means that it can run equally well on a variety of platforms like Windows, Linux, Unix, Macintosh. Python uses fewer lines of code as compared to any other programming language. Hence, it is a very expressive language. Moving on to uses of Python, the Django, Flask, and many more frameworks of Python help in easy development of websites and web applications. Many games like Disney's Toontown, Online, Vega Strike have been developed by the various libraries provided in Python. In the field of science, Python is used by the scientists for data visualization and plotting. For this, Python libraries such as NumPy, Matplotlib library are widely used by the scientists. Many desktop applications can be developed with the help of Python. Python provides various libraries that help you to develop a user interface. You can create a simple interface like a calculator to many more complicated interfaces like to-do list and many more. Python is used widely in business applications like ERP, e-commerce. For development of this also Python is being used, and yes, definitely Python is prominently being used for the development of different softwares available. Now there are many companies nowadays that are using Python like Google, NASA, YouTube, Netflix, Dropbox. They all are using Python as their language. Now I'll tell you how to install Python onto your systems. To install Python, there are two steps that you need to follow. First, you have to download Python distribution, and secondly, you have to install Python. Now, to download Python, you can move to your web browser and there you can type www.python.org/downloads, and it will give you the list of the different versions that are there, and you can choose the version you want to download. Once you download it, there will be an executable file, and you if open it, it will give you a setup pop-up window where you will click on install now, and it will help you to install Python onto your systems. Now, after installing Python, I'll be talking about how we can open Python into a computer and what are the two different working modes in Python. Basically, there are two working modes, interactive mode and script mode. Now, I'll show you how we can open Python onto our system. Click on Start and look for Python from the list of the programs. Here you can see in my case 3.7, and you will click on Python IDE. As soon as you click on Python IDE, it will open a Python shell, and on the title bar you can see it has written the version of Python, that is 3.7.3 in my case. And in the shell, where you can see the Python prompt and the cursor is blinking, here you can type your Python commands and see the result there and then. Suppose I write 2 plus 5 and I press enter. See, it has given me the result there and then, that is 7. What else I can write? Print welcome to Python, and as soon as I press enter, it will give you the result. So in interactive mode, we there and then get the result. One thing you have to keep in mind, Python is case sensitive, that is, it treats upper cases and lower cases differently, and all its commands are in small cases. Right? Now this interactive interpreter of Python is also known as Python shell. This I told you all, and it is helpful when we have to test very small commands, like I can write a equals to 10 and then I press enter, then I say a, it has give the result as 10. But we cannot save long programs in interactive mode. So for that there is another mode known as script mode. For that, what you have to do is you have to click on file, choose new file, and see it has opened a new window, untitled, no name is given. Here you can type your code. Suppose I want to add two numbers, so I am writing a equals to 10, b equals to 20, c equals to a plus b, print the sum is, comma, c. Now in interactive mode, as soon as we were entering, we were getting the result. In this case, now you, before running this file, you have to save it. So again you will go on file, choose save. Now see, it has opened a new pop-up where you can give your file name. Suppose I write file name as p1.py. Now Python file have extension as py. From here you can choose your location. So in my case, I have saved this file on my desktop and click on save. See, on the title bar the name has changed now to p1.py. Now to run this file, you will click on run menu and choose run module, or you can simply press the shortcut key, that is F5. As soon as you click onto it, it will give you the result on the Python shell. See, the sum is 30. So these are the two different modes, and if you want to make any changes, you can again go here and make changes into your file and again run it. So in script mode, we can save our programs for future uses, and yes, we can definitely edit them as and when required. Every language of the world has certain character that it recognizes, and so is with Python. Now we will talk about those characters which are recognized by Python programming language. It recognizes all the letters including both the cases, uppercase and lowercase, all the digits, that is 0 to 9, special symbols like curly braces, parentheses, square brackets, etc., all white spaces, that is blank space, carriage return, new line, and many more, and other characters such as Unicode and Sky characters can be processed by Python easily. Now we will look what are tokens. Tokens are the smallest individual unit in a program. A program is definitely formed by these small units, and tokens are also known as lexical units. Python has different type of tokens. First we will talk about keywords. So these keywords are the reserved words which convey a special meaning to the language. For example, while, import, return, print, false, and many more. Identifiers are basically names given to the different part of the programs. They are like, see in my example I have given xy, xy1 and many more, and definitely you will study about them in upcoming video. Literals, these are the constant values which are assigned to variables. Like Astha I have given 1, 2, 3, false and none, and there are many different type of literals available in Python. Operators, they help you to perform certain operations, right? Like plus, floor division, remainder, exponential, is not. And lastly are the punctuators or delimiters. They are also known as separators like comma, double quotation marks, hash. So these are the lexical units or the tokens which are available in Python. In the upcoming video, you will have a detailed study about all these different type of tokens. Thank you.